Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and today I got in a Pat McGrath Labs box and I'm ridiculously excited. This is the Bridgerton collection, or at least some of it. I didn't buy the highlighters, but I did set my alarm for 6 a.m. the day after Christmas to go online and purchase it. So I do know that they were doing a restock of it. So if you didn't catch it that first time around, maybe you didn't set your alarm. Maybe you're in Hawaii and you weren't going to set your alarm for 4 a.m. just to purchase eyeshadow that you might have dupes of already. Look at Alicia Archer's video. She did one recently where she recreated the Bridgerton palette with some other eyeshadows from her collection. Kind of fun. I think she used 2 or 3 different palettes to create, you know, kind of a similar look, and it actually looked pretty good. So the Bridgerton is based off of the Shondaland series that was Bridgerton. They're, I think, getting ready to release season 2 here not too long from now. Everybody fell in love with, you know, the main character, the Duke. I did that too. I have some face products on already. I'm already primed. I've got the Luxe Serum Foundation on, as well as the Luxe Bronzer. I do have eyebrows done. I have the Drug Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Brace all over my eyelids. And this is what the palette looks like. I figured we'd kind of look at the pieces that I got. When I purchased this, I purchased 3 things. I purchased the Bridgerton eyeshadow palette, the Bridgerton blush kit, and one of the lip balms that I never got earlier. It was one thing I just couldn't convince myself I needed it apparently at 6 a.m. It's really cute. You know what this kind of reminds me of? And you can disagree. Jacqueline Cosmetics did that Bougie Rouge set, and I feel like the very opulent, almost Marie Antoinette feel about the blushes that she was using in the lip and stuff like that. This kind of feels like it goes along with it. It's Pat McGrath though, so you know it's going to be a fantastic formula. This is what you guys have seen this because everybody else has done their video on it, and it did take a extra long period of time to arrive. That doesn't, and honestly, it was like 3 weeks. When I order like a pre-order from St. Natasha Denona, it usually comes like the day it launches to the rest of the public. That's the closest thing I can get to PR. I don't get anything earlier than what everybody else can do. This one, it took a little bit longer, but I think a lot of that is because the weather's been crappy and the roads have been closed, and or it just didn't ship. I think they did have some warehouse issues where maybe it was taking longer to get through. We're gonna forgive it because it's here now, and it's date night for me. I'm filming this on a Friday night. I might even try to get this to go up like this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Just depends on what my weekend looks like. But I kind of wanted to use this because it's date night. I mentioned that earlier. We're gonna start with this lightest shade right here. I've not swatched this. This is literally the first time I'm even using it. That is definitely a highlighter shade. So it's brightening up the heaviest part of my lid that I probably didn't need to do. I think one of the colors in here that I was super excited to get is this really, really dark, rich brown. And this does have like a cameo on it. Some of them have bees, Diamond of the First Water, which I think is kind of where you get the blue from. I haven't even ripped off the plastic from this. Hold on. Am I getting better with the ASMR things? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in to that darker brown and let's kind of see how this actually looks just on top of, I mean, again, I had that little bit of a shimmer on first. And she's an artist, right? Like these are artistry palettes, means maybe not so much, you know, going to work in a corporate environment palette, but this is one of those feel good, feel beautiful, feel creative. So I'm going with that. And of the couple videos that I have seen on this so far, I have not heard anybody say anything about quality being different or anything like that. And I gotta be honest, I don't always reach for the little 6 pans. I think for me, sometimes with eyeshadow, I have like that sweet spot. I really like the 9 pans. 9 pans are like perfect. 6, I have to have a very specifically curated palette for me to do the 6 pans and to like reach for them all the time. So far, so good. Yeah, I like the fact that that dark shade actually kind of sheared out a little bit. That's actually looks really pretty. I think I'm gonna take this, oh, that feels so good. I'm gonna take that on the outer half of my lid and it applies like silk. It looks so pretty on the eye. If you're kind of a minimalist but you like to be a little creative, I would say minimalist. I would put that shade all over my lid and then use that dark brown to kind of buff it out. Even though I've only got part of that on right now, put the other blue shimmer on the inner part of my lid. But I think that would be a super appropriate, perfectly fine lady of a certain age. And I'm going in with her special shade. I think this is a natural shade, astral shade. Oh yeah, well, really pretty. So this is kind of going over the top of that very first kind of light shimmer that I put on. I'm bumping it up to and a little bit overlap with that bronzy shimmer. And I think because there's two sort of pinky fuchsias in here, I think that's the color that everybody's going to go for, right? I think that's what everybody's going to use with their eyeshadows. They want to use the pinks and they want to use that blue. And of course, I'm immediately drawn to the brown and the more like a shimmery brown, shimmery taupe, dark taupe, not really bronze. And I know you guys probably are super anxious about swatches and stuff like that. There are so many professional YouTubers or even people that might have gotten at PR that are doing swatches. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the bronzy metallic and we're just gonna put a little bit more, kind of build that up a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. I like it better with that blue kind of being partially covered as opposed to having that be like the main look. And I think I saw somebody actually put the blue on top of one of those pink mattes and it did look pretty, but I just don't know that it's going to be one that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's the look for me. It would have to be the right environment, I think. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that darker brown. I don't know that I can clean up most of the fallout underneath my... No, I say fallout. It's really because of my fat fingers. It's not because I got any fallout from this eyeshadow palette. That's pretty, like, everyday wearable eyeshadow. Like, there isn't anything about this that I'm going, oh my gosh, that's so different. I think the pinks might have done this so different. I'm going to put a little liquid eyeliner on. I'm going to put a little liquid eyeliner on, see if I can finish this up for date night. Now, it's a pretty subtle date night, I gotta be honest. Sometimes for date night, I go a little bit crazy with the colors. Not doing that today. Okay, a little bit of black eyeliner on. Let's put some mascara on. All right, you guys, I have mascara on. It's feeling a little washed out right now. I think these end up becoming very easy to wear, like day shades for what I have so far. I've used that one, that one, that one, and I used 4 shades. I stayed away from the pink. And I kind of don't want to put any more pink on here. I'm gonna clean up one of these brushes really fast. I'm actually gonna go in with that dark brown underneath my eye a little bit more because I do like a kind of a smoky date night look. So we're gonna darken that up, define up the eyes a little bit more. I am not upset by this palette, even though I think that the shades end up being a little bit more subdued than what I was expecting or that I'm used to. I'm still using that same dark brown. We're just gonna kind of create a little bit more drama here with that eyeshadow. Really a very appropriate and approachable daytime palette. Probably is a little bit more appropriate for the time period, the whole Bridgerton thing. All right, you guys, that was unexpected, but perfectly fine. Okay, this is the blush palette, and I bought the other blush palette. So I have like 4 of her blushes. I didn't buy any of the highlighters. I do have one highlighter. It's like a rose goldy kind of highlighter. And these are different shades that are in the other blush palette that I have. I think I kind of want to mix both of them together. I'm just going back and forth between both of them. Her blush formula is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. It looks so good on the skin. Perfect. And like I said, I do have a little bit of that Luxe bronzer on right now. I'm actually really, really enjoying these. If I do end up doing a Project Pan, one of these trio of blushes is going to be my Pan, I think, project. I don't know if I need the highlighter. I'm a little nervous about the highlighter. Okay, and I did buy one of these lip balms. This is her Luxe Lip Balm. It says Lust on it. I don't know if that's the brand or did I get a shade? No, it says Lust Luxe Lip Balm. I kind of wish she would have done a lip kit with this collection. I would like to have seen what that looks like. That is the lip balm that I got, and I didn't put any lip liner on. So maybe she said, hey, I don't need to do a lip kit with this because we have our balm. All right, that feels fine. I'm gonna actually use my finger now. That's what I would normally do. Okay, I will use this. This is actually a perfectly fine, probably too much money. I wanna think these are like 25 bucks or something like that for a lip balm. Don't spend your money on, on that. But I haven't put any powder yet. I think I'll put a little RCMA translucent setting powder on to kind of set things down. And then this is gonna be my look that I use. I'm gonna go doctor up my clothes a little bit and come up with something date night appropriate. Now, the blush, I love the blush. I even like the color that was in the kit. I don't think it's too dark for me. I don't think it's too light for me. I think it's just right. I like the fact that you get 3 cheap products in that little kit. And the eyeshadow's pretty. I feel bright. I feel bright and pretty. And thanks, Pat. Thanks, Mother Pat. Okay, you guys, that's it for today's video. I know this was super short and fast, but I kind of wanted to get my first impressions up there just as quick as I could. I didn't do anything too crazy inspired, and I didn't use this pink, so I'm gonna have to come back and maybe play with this again when I have a chance to really kind of sit down. Let's maybe come back again. If you guys are down with that, let's do another look. Maybe in a few weeks we'll come back and we'll play again with some of the pinks once the hullabaloo, some of the fervor, the chaos is kind of calmed down a little bit. And anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you guys consider sticking around, subscribing. This is a channel of ladies of a certain age, and I give you an honest opinion because I'm not paid to give you anything else. So I hope you guys consider coming back around and hanging out with us. And we have like the best community here on this channel. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well. And until my next video, bye for now.